got a story for you, my friend. Have I got a story for you? Now it might be the kind we could just pretend, but for you it could even come true. Of people and places and the reasons for things, what they do, what they say, and of what each one sings. Have I got a story for you, my friend? Yes, I do have a story for you, and especially you. I don't know if it's a piano or me. I guess I should practice more often. Well, later. I'm going to check my mail first. Let's see here. Bills. Oh, and here is a postcard from Paul Pappenheimer. Wonder what he's up to. Paul Pappenheimer? Well, he's like, when I see, my name is Charlie Pappenheimer. That's an unusual sounding name, isn't it? Now, how did I get a name like that? Well, my great-great-grandfather, or was it my great-great-great-great-grandfather, back in the year of, I don't know, I forgot. Anyway, he lived in Germany, and so I have a lot of relatives there. And here, in the family album, I'll show you. I've got Pappenheimer cousins and Pappenheimer aunts and Pappenheimer uncles and Pappenheimer nieces and nephews and second and third cousins. Oh, you wouldn't believe how many Pappenheimer relatives I have in Germany. And many of their pictures are right here in my family album. Now, this is Powell who sent me the postcard. You see, he's the uncle of grandmother's niece who married my cousin, the half-brother of my aunt, and, I don't know, I can't keep it all straight. You know how it is with big families. Well, anyway, Powell writes me kind of a mixture of English and German on this postcard of his. And that's what I do when I write to him. I'm always picking up German words from my Pappenheimer relatives. It's exciting to use and hear another language. Their words sound different from our words, but they say the same thing. You know, I also get to see a lot of places in Germany on these postcards that Pappenheimer send me, like this one. It's a picture of the Rhine River. That's because that's where Powell works. He's a ship captain, and he goes up and down the Rhine carrying coal and other cargo. And where's the Rhine? Well, this is the United States, and that's the Atlantic Ocean. And there's Europe. And here's Germany. And this big river is the Rhine. Say, I bet that's the Rhine right there. It's one of the most famous rivers in the world because it's so beautiful and because there's so much busy boat traffic on it. You know, one of these ships could be Paul Pappenheimers. I'm not sure. Yes, there he is. I'd recognize him anywhere with those glasses. Steer carefully, Powell. That boat's a big responsibility. Ah, there's his daughter, Stephanie, reading on deck. That's her twin brother, Peter. And finally, the last member of this particular Pappenheimer family, Paula, Powell's wife. She's going to relieve her husband at the wheel and steer for a while. This boat is a family operation. It's also the family home, as you can tell from that laundry. They live and work on the boat. They certainly get to enjoy some unique scenery as they travel up and down the Rhine. Look at that old castle. Now, I told you there's lots of traffic on this river. Boats going upstream, some downstream, barges loaded with coal, tugboats, everything you can imagine. Hey, there's a big boat. What are they all saying?
Guten Tag! Guten Tag!
Guten Tag? Well, must be some kind of greeting, because she said hallo, or hello, and they answered Guten Tag. Sounds almost like good day. Sure, that's what it means. You know, there's been traffic on the Rhine for hundreds, maybe thousands of years. It's an old river. Oops!
Ein Fisch?
Mein Fisch!
Das Wasser.
Das Wasser? Well, that's easy to figure out. Papa accidentally knocked over the fish bowl, putting Peter's fish in danger and spilling some of the Wasser. Powell will set things right again. He's got some fresh Rhine water, plenty of that around, and he'll just fill up the fish bowl. Now everybody's happy again, especially that fish. Say, the Pappenheimers are reaching a big city, and from the looks of those twin church spires, I guess it's Cologne, or Köln, as the Germans say. What's that lively music? And aren't those kids waving in costume?
Guten Tag. Guten Tag.
Well, Peter and Stephanie seemed awfully excited. Why so many children gathered in one place? There are even more people gathered in front of the Cologne Cathedral. And there's a parade, too. And everybody's in costume, wearing lots of makeup, wigs, and grinning and laughing. Now it's coming back to me. Powell wrote about this once. It's Carnival, a big festival that the people in Cologne and other parts of Germany celebrate each year around February or March. There are big parades with music and bands and floats and candy. People come up with the craziest costumes and do everything they can to have a good time. Oh, sure wish I could join in the fun. The Pappenheimers would probably like to also. But they have to stay on their boat, I guess. Oh, what a parade that is. Say, there's the harbor. And back there, yep, that's the Pappenheimer boat. Must be doing some loading or unloading. Powell has that crate secured with a rope to be lifted by a crane. I wonder what's in it. Hope we get to find out what's in that crate. Wonder what the word for crate is in German. Well, we sure heard some other German words like Wasser. That's easy. Water. Woo! Ha ha! That Wasser does feel good. I wonder if Powell Pappenheimer has a shower on board his ship. Well, he must have, along with a place to cook, and some bunks for sleeping, and of course his cargo. Oh, speaking of cargo, I still would like to know what was in the big crate that was just about to be lifted by that crane at the dock. That's the crate. Powell, what's wrong? Oh no, the crate broke open and everything's falling down on poor Powell.
Mein Fuß! Mein Fuß!
What's he saying?
Mein Fuß! Mein Fuß!
My Fuß. Of course, his foot got hit.
Guten Tag!
Guten Tag. Guten Tag.
That crate was pretty full.
Mein Fuß! Au, mein Fuß! Kaputt! Ja, kaputt! Oh.
His poor Fuß ist kaputt. So what's in those boxes anyway? That sounds familiar. Like a cuckoo clock. And that's what it is. What's clock in German?
Die Uhr.
Uhr?
Die ist kaputt.
Kaputt?
Kaputt? Oh.
It's broken.
Oh, mein Fuß!
Be careful.
Oh.
Mein Fisch. Mein Fisch.
You really should watch where you put that fish bowl, Peter. At least your fish landed in water, right in the Rhine.
Die Uhr im Wasser! Die Uhr im Wasser? Die Uhr im Wasser!
Im Wasser? One of the clocks landed up in the water, too. All kinds of accidents today.
Nimm das Boot!
Das Boot?
Ja, das Boot!
Ja, das Boot!
Das Boot, whatever that is. Oh, the boat. The rowboat.
Meine Uhr!
Die Uhr und der Fisch. im Wasser.
Eine Uhr im Wasser?
Pretty strange, isn't it? But we Pappenheimers tend to get into these kinds of funny situations. There's the Uhr again. That dredge got to it before Powell could. See, that's a mighty big piece of equipment for rescuing such a little clock. Even in Germany, I don't suppose they're used to cuckoo clocks floating in the Rhine. If Powell Pappenheimer had tried to retrieve it, he probably would have fallen in the water. Well, that's one way to get the correct time.
Hey, das ist meine Uhr! Hey, das ist meine Uhr!
We know it's yours, and I think you're going to get it back. You sure did.
Meine Uhr! Meine Uhr!
Well, what kind of shape is it in after all that?
Ist die Uhr kaputt?
Is it kaput? Broken? Well, let's see.
Guten Tag, guten Tag, guten Tag, guten Tag, guten Tag.
Guten Tag. That was quite a cuckoo clock, wasn't it? Now, I have a cuckoo clock here. Here, I'll show it to you. Now, see, mine has a normal cuckoo on it. Instead of ein Fisch. And let's see now, Ow! Mein Fuß! First Powell's foot, now my foot. What about this next foot?
Sa, 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 vom Boot, Burgen, Berg und Baum.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Ein Fuß?
Ein Fuß.
Ein Fuß im Boot?
Ein Fuß im Boot. Ein Fisch. Im Wasser.
Ein Fisch im Wasser.
Sa, 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 vom Boot. Hey, mein Boot. Mein Boot ist kaputt. Sa, 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 vom Boot, Burgen, Berg und Baum. Sag mir,
Au! Hey, Fuß!
Sa, 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 vom Boot, Burgen, Berg und Baum. Sag mir, was Leben oder Traum.
Say, that little German foot and his pal the fish didn't sing too badly. And I sure recognized the tune they were singing, but I hadn't heard those words they sang before. How about taking some German words that we have heard and putting them to that tune? We have lots to choose from that we know already. Uhr means clock, fish is fish, Fuß is foot, Wasser sounds like water, and Guten Tag means hello. Well, let's try it out. Oh, I love to play the piano, and it's even more fun when I can make up my own songs with German words used by my Pappenheimer relatives. So here we go. Guten Tag, mein Fisch. Das Boot, das ist kaputt. Im Wasser ist der Fuß. Guten Tag. Guten Tag, mein Fisch. Das Boot, das ist kaputt. Im Wasser ist der Fuß. Well, now you see how easy it is to take just a few German words and make a fun little song?